Good morning, everybody. Today we'll learn about laser rate equations. The populations of energy levels of the lasing medium change under the action of radiation. So, the changes can be described conveniently by means of rate equations. For that, we use this laser rate equations. What it helps us, that is, rate equations helps us in determining steady state population difference, threshold pumping rate required to maintain a steady state population inversion. We need a good population inversion to be achieved for the lasing action. So to attain this, threshold pumping rate required to maintain the steady state population inversion. It helps us to attain the steady state population inversion and then optimum power that could be extracted from the laser. So first we'll study about two-level laser system. So let us consider a two-level laser system consisting of energy level E1 and E2, which are populated by N1 and N2 atoms per unit volume respectively. So the total number of atoms which participate in the lasing action is given by N0 equal to N1 plus N2. Here we need to take the total number of atoms, that is in the energy state E1, N1 number of atoms, and in energy state E2, N2 number of atoms. Total number of atoms required to attain the lasing action. So N0 equal to N1 plus N2. We call it as equation number 1. But the lasing action to begin, what we need, that is the condition, the number of atoms in the E2 state should be greater than the number of atoms in the E1 state. So the threshold population inversion density is given by nth, that is the threshold, n threshold equal to N2 minus N1. That is, what do you mean by threshold? That is, the gain should be more compared to the loss. So in threshold condition, gain should be more. That is, n threshold equal to N2 minus N1. The atoms in the E2 state, that is number of atoms, N2 atom should be more in the E2 state. So combining equation number 1 and equation number 2, N2 equal to N0 by 2 plus N threshold by 2. So N2 is greater than N0 by 2. So lasing can begin in a two-level laser only when more than half of the total population is pumped up to the upper energy level. See here, this is the energy level 1 and this is energy level 2, and N1 is the number of atoms in the energy level E1 and N2 is the number of atoms in the energy level E2. Here G1 and G2 are the density of states. So what we need to achieve, that is the lasing can begin in two-level laser when only, that is when more than the half of the total population is pumped up to the upper energy level. That is half of all the atoms should be absorbed and it should excited to the E2 state. Then only the lasing action begins. Now we'll examine the whether in two-level laser system we can achieve this or not. So for that, let rho v be the energy density of the light of frequency nu incident on the system. That is the number of atoms per unit volume per unit time which are excited to the upper energy level R. Now what we are giving the energy, rho nu, we are supplying the energy to the system. The atoms which are absorbed, that is NAB, absorption equal to B12 rho nu GVN1. That is, we already know this is the constant of proportionality we studied in Einstein coefficients, that is B12. This is for stimulated absorption from state 1 to 2, and rho nu is the energy we are supplying, and GV is the density of states, and this is happening from N1, happening in the N1 atoms. So omega 1 to N1, this omega is, we are substituting this B12 rho nu and GV. So omega 1 to N1, we'll call this equation as equation number 3. Now after absorption, stimulation, that is the number of atoms per unit volume per unit time undergoing stimulated emission, from which state? From E2 to E1 energy state, that is N stimulation equal to omega 21 to N2. We'll call this equation as equation number 4. Since the stimulated emission probability is equal to the absorption probability, we already know we are giving the energy to the system. So absorption is equal to the stimulated emission. So omega 12 is equal to omega 21. While some of the excited atoms at energy level undergo stimulated emission. Now, there is also a process, that is spontaneous emission also occurs. In this spontaneous emission, there are two types, that is radiative type and non-radiative type. In radiative type, a photon is emitted. In non-radiative type, the atom just excited to lower energy state. So the number of atoms undergoing spontaneous transitions from E2 energy level state to E1 energy level state, that is N spontaneous equal to A21 plus S21 N2. This is for radiative type, that is the constant of proportionality from Einstein coefficients. This is for spontaneous emission A, that is A 2 state to 1 state, plus S21, this is non-radiative type. So these transitions, the overall transitions, that is T21 and N2. So the rate of change of population of E2 level, that is we'll just consider it for E2 level, that is dN2 by dt equal to omega 1 to N1 minus omega 21 N2 minus T21 N2. This is, what is this? This is the, and here omega 1 to N1. What is this? This is the absorption, and here minus and minus sign. This is the stimulated emission, and here this is the spontaneous emission. So as we already know, that is absorption is equal to stimulated emission. So this equation takes the form omega 1 to N1 minus N2 minus T21 N2. So similarly, we'll write it for energy level E1. How can we write that? dN1 by dt equal to minus omega 1 to N1 minus N2 plus T21 N2. This is the opposite of this. So in the steady state, what happens in the steady state? That is, there is no transitions taking place. So dN2 by dt equal to 0 and dN1 by dt equal to 0. Now we'll take both the equations. Omega 1 to N1 minus N2 minus T21 N2 equal to 0 and minus omega 1 to N1 minus N2 plus T21 N2 equal to 0. So this becomes omega 1 to N1 minus N2 equal to T21 N2. Now N1 minus N2 T21, this omega comes to denominator. Now N1 equal to N2 1 plus T21 by omega 1 2. Take the LCM, N2 omega 1 2 plus T21 by omega 1 2. Now the equation takes this form, N2 by N1 equal to omega 1 2 omega 1 2 plus T21. As when omega 1 2 plus T21, that is the emission is more, that is the stimulated emission and the spontaneous emission, if it exceeds the absorption, what happens? There is no lasing action. We can never attain a steady state population inversion by optical pumping in two-level system.